So again, on the rough side of the paper, you're going to draw a horizon line. After you've drawn that horizon line, you're going to draw an arch going across the top. Then you want to draw the big Soreskin stone. That's those big stones in Stonehenge. You draw the biggest one in the middle. It's about the size, the width of your thumb.
I think it's time we blow.
Then you want to add about 2 or 3 on either side.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Once you have 2 or 3 on either side, it's then time for us to start adding the stones that go across the top. So they're going parallel across the top. Next, you're going to take the fine point Sharpie and you're going to outline everything you drew in pencil, but don't outline the lines that you don't want. After you've outlined everything, we're going to later erase all this. So the next step is to use our eraser. We're going to erase everything except that horizon line outside of the stone. So inside the stones, you want to erase everything, including that horizon line. Outside of the stones, you want to leave that faint pencil drawing of your horizon line. You don't have to. If you accidentally erase it, that's fine. You don't have to redraw it. But we want to leave that line there so we know where to paint our sky and where to paint our ground. So the next step is to turn these stones 3D. So everything on the left side of the middle stone, I'm going to have the right side become visible, meaning we can see it. So what I do is on the left side of the middle stone, those 3 stones, I'm going to draw a diagonal line going up. And then on the other stone, on the other side of the stones, I want to draw another diagonal line going up, but this time it's on the left side. So try to make it match like how I have it. The next step is everything on the left side. On the right hand side of the stones, you want to have lines coming down diagonally. And then on the right side of the stone, all the left sides need to go down diagonally, including the rocks on top. And then we want to draw a vertical line that connects the 2. Another vertical line that connects the 2. And that gives us our stones and make them look unique. Don't forget the stones on top, to draw the underneath part of them. I just draw a parallel line that goes across in those gaps. And now we have our 3D looking stones. The next is I need to add some hatch lines on the sides to make it look like they're in shadow. So to draw hatch lines, you just draw a line over and over and over and over and over and over again in the same direction. So I'm going at a diagonal. You go straight across, left to right. I wouldn't go from top to bottom. I'd either go left to right or a diagonal like I'm doing. And do that for all your stones on both sides. The last step that we're going to do is we're going to draw some moss on these stones. I do about 3 patches of moss on each big stone. They're just like a squiggly wiggly line, kind of like a circle. You can have it just randomly on different parts. You can do 3 like me, you can do more than 3, 2. I wouldn't do a lot. I would do probably no more than 4 on each stone. But this just adds some texture. These stones have been there for thousands of years, so of course they have some moss on them. They don't look like brand new stones. So add moss. last step is I'm going to add texture to these rocks. So how I do that is I add this line dash pattern all over the stones. Make sure you go in the same direction. I'm going diagonally. You can go up and down. You can go left to right. But it's just line dash line, line dash line, over and over and over again. Try to do it the same direction on all your rocks. So at the end of it, all the rocks will look similar so that it makes it have unity. Finish this up, and then next class we will paint these. When it comes time for us to paint, we're going to do what's called atmospheric perspective. So how we do this is I start with yellow first, and I paint the yellow part close to the rocks, and then I'm going to go over top of that with my green. I can add more green down towards the bottom to make it darker, but the idea is that there's kind of a haziness happening. So I'm using wet on wet. That means I'm making my paper really wet with my color, and I'm letting all the colors kind of blend in together. You guys will have a cup of blue that you can use for your sky, and then I want you to add some purple dashes into it to make it look like the night sky towards the top. The final step is sprinkle some salt, and it'll give it this iodized look. That's it.